Hello student, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. In today's video, from physics subject, motion topic we are going to discuss. So let's revise the CD of points children and then let's solve some practice sheet problems. So concepts, definitions and formulae, what we have learnt in this chapter, let's revise once. So a body projected with certain velocity making an angle other than 90 degrees to the horizontal, it is known as projectile. Suppose with respect to origin, suppose this is the horizontal, this is the vertical. If we are projecting a body with a velocity other than 90 degrees, so then it will be like a parabola. Its path will be like a parabola, which is called projectile. This is horizontal direction, vertical direction. This is theta angle with which we have projected the body into the air. So here, the position of projectile after time t. Suppose after time t, if the particle, if the body is at point P after time t seconds, so then its position along horizontal, its position will be, we have to tell, and along vertical line also its position we have to tell. Means in horizontal direction, it will be at a distance of x, which is equal to u cos theta into t. If the velocity is u, then it is resolved into two components, u cos theta along horizontal direction, u sin theta along vertical direction. The horizontal direction, the position will be given by equation u cos theta into t, because in horizontal direction no force is working, velocity is constant, but in vertical direction it will be attracted by gravitational force, means it will be under the influence of acceleration due to gravity g. So along y direction its displacement will be u sin theta into t minus half gt square. Like that we can tell the position of projectile. So the equation of projectile is given by, so y equal to tan theta into x minus z by 2u square cos square theta into x square. So this is the equation of projectile. So where x square before coefficient, we can assume it as b, x before coefficient we can assume it as a. So then it will be in the form of y equal to ax minus bx square, in which the highest power is 2. So it is in the form of quadratic equation. So it will be, its shape will be like a parabola on the graph paper. So velocity v bar of a body after time t is, so vx, velocity in x direction always constant, u cos theta, velocity in y direction u sin theta into zt. Overall velocity v bar is a combination of vx I bar plus vy j bar, where I cap is the horizontal direction, j cap is vertical direction. So the magnitude of v is given by root of vx square plus vy square. So angle made by the resultant velocity. Resultant velocity means this one, resultant velocity v with the horizontal at any instant. Suppose at any instant at this point, if this is horizontal direction, this is vertical direction, this is velocity in horizontal direction vx, this is velocity in vertical direction vy. The resultant of these two, if v is the resultant velocity of these two, so then the resultant always makes an angle of tan theta, with the horizontal. which is equal to Vy by Vx. Means vertical component of velocity by horizontal component of velocity will give the angle made by the resultant with the horizontal. So maximum height formula h equal to u square sin square theta by 2z. Time of flight formula tu sin theta by z. Horizontal range formula u square sin 2 theta by z. The relation between these two, tan theta equal to 4h by r, or r equal to 4h if this tan theta, if r goes this side, tan theta comes this side, r equal to 4h by tan theta. By tan theta can be written as cot theta. So 4h cot theta. So horizontal distance traveled by projectile is called horizontal range. Horizontal range, how to calculate means horizontal component of velocity into time of flight. And for same height, u1 by u2 equal to sin theta 1 by sin theta 2 for same height, or u1 by u2 for same r, for same range, u1 by u2 equal to root of sin 2 theta 2 by sin 2 theta 1. They are inversely proportional. u1 by u2, theta 2 by theta 1. They are inversely proportional. So horizontal range will be maximum if the angle of projection is 45, which is equal to u square by z. So all derivations and all already we have learnt in conceptual. So it is just recapitulation, that's all. Now let's solve problems. Level 1 practice sheet, conceptual understanding type. So each question will be given 4 options. Only one option will be correct, and you will be getting 3 marks for each correct answer. Only one correct answer. The first question, children. The numerical value of the ratio of average velocity to its average speed is. So average velocity means speed in definite direction is velocity. So average velocity, if the body travels in straight line, then average velocity, average speed both are equal. But if the body travels in curved line, average speed means throughout the journey. We have to consider average velocity means beginning point to final point, what is the displacement. Average speed means total distance we have to cover. Average velocity means only beginning point, final point we have to consider. So average velocity when it is in straight line path equals to speed. When it is curved path, less than speed. So the ratio of average velocity and average speed is velocity always less than or equal to 1. So ratio is less than equal to 1. Less than equal to 1. Next one, a body moves 4 meters towards east. Towards east direction it is moving 4 meters. From there 3 meters north. 3 meters towards north direction it is moving. The displacement and distance covered by the body are. Displacement means initial position to final position, shortest possible distance. It forms a right angle triangle where here it is the right angle. So hypotenuse equal to root of sum of squares of other two sides, root of 4 square plus 3 square, root of 16 plus 9, root of 25, which is equal to 5. So displacement is 5. Distance means total distance covered, 4 plus 3, 7. So answer, displacement is 5, distance is 7. 5, 7 meter is the correct answer. C option. Next one. So a body starting from rest, moving with uniform acceleration, has a displacement of 16 meters in first 4 seconds, 9 meters in first 3 seconds. The acceleration of the body is how much? it has covered a displacement of 16 meters in first 4 seconds, 9 meters in 3 seconds. What is the acceleration of the body? So actually it is starting from rest, then moving with acceleration. So given that beginning velocity u is 0, distance traveled in 4 seconds, 16 meter, which is t1, s dash, distance traveled in 3 seconds, 9 meters, which is t2, means so from 0 to 3 seconds it has traveled 9 meter, 0 to 4 seconds it has traveled 16 meter, 9 meter. So what is the distance travel only in this particular second? Third to fourth, between this interval, out of 16, this 9 we have to remove. Means from this from this S16 we have to remove S dash, which is equal to 7 meter. Means this is the distance travel from the end of third second to the beginning of fourth second as per the given data. So the displacement only in 4 seconds, fourth second, not 4 seconds. 4 seconds means 4 complete seconds. Fourth second means that particular second, ending of third second, beginning of fourth second. This 1 second is called fourth second. So displacement in fourth second is s minus s dash, 16 minus 9, 7 meter it has traveled only in this particular second. But distance covered in nth second, one particular second, the formula is given by u plus a by 2 into 2n minus 1. U plus a by 2 into 2n minus 1. But here instead of Sn, we have S4 because it is fourth second. U value is 0. A value, let's keep as it is. N value is 4. 2 into 4, 8 minus 1. So which is equal to 8 minus 1, 7 into a by 2, 7a by 2. S4 also 7 meters. 7 equal to 7a by 2. 7, 7 cancel. This 2 will come here. A equal to 2 meter per second square. So the correct answer is option B. Next one. 1 minute, children. A particle starts from the origin with a velocity of 10 meter per second, means starting velocity u 10 meter per second, and moves with constant acceleration a till the velocity increases to 50 meter per second v. At that instant, the acceleration is suddenly reversed after attaining this 50 meter per second velocity. Acceleration reversed means acceleration became minus a. If the beginning acceleration is a, then it will be minus a. When the velocity is 50 meter per second, the acceleration is minus a. From there, it is coming to starting point. What will be the velocity when the particle returns to the starting point? When the particle returns to the starting point, what is the velocity? What is the velocity? Here, children. So, body started from a point with a velocity 10 meter per second, which is u, went up to velocity 50 meter per second. This is the first case. And second case, velocity 50 meter per second, acceleration become reverse, minus a, and it is coming back to the original position. Now the question is, means now here, beginning velocity is u, in second case, acceleration minus a, in the first case acceleration a, in the second case acceleration minus a. After coming to starting point, what is the velocity? That we have to find. So in first case, we have formula v square minus u square equal to 2as, or s equal to v square minus u square by 2a. So s equal to v square minus u square by 2a, where v is 50 square, u is 10 square by 2a. 50 square 2500 minus 10 square 100 by 2a. So we will get 2500 minus 100 by 2a, or 2400 by 2a, which is equal to 1200 by a. 1200 by a. That is first case. We have got s equal to 1200 by a. In second case also, it is covering the same distance. But in reverse direction. Second time we have the formula. Second time also same formula, v square minus u square equal to 2as, but v square we have to find. So minus u square goes that side. It will become plus u square plus 2as. So here in second case, starting velocity 50. So u place 50 plus 2 into acceleration minus a into s value same. Already we have calculated, but in opposite direction. That's why minus 1200 by a we have to take. Here directions and this plus or minus symbols are very important, children. So displacement we are calculating in opposite direction, to be taken minus. So 50 square 2500, a gets cancelled, minus into minus plus, 2 into 1200, 2400, which is equal to 4900 meter per second. That is v square. So v equal to root of 4900, or root of 49 into 100. Root of 49 is 7. Root of 100 is 10. 7 into 10, 70 meter per second. 70 meter per second. So answer, children, option D is correct. 70 meter per second. Next. So when the speed of a car is u, the minimum distance over which it can be stopped is s. Means car speed is u. It is going with u speed. If you apply brakes or apply any force, the minimum distance over it can be stopped is s. It should be stopped. Means v equal to 0. It should be stopped after traveling a minimum distance, yes. If the speed becomes nu, so then what will be the minimum distance over which it can be stopped during the same time? During the same time. Here they are telling speed becomes nu. Speed becomes nu. When the speed of the car is u, then the minimum distance traveled by it is s. When the speed of car becomes nu, then what will be the minimum distance? Because if the speed is increased by n, because previously it was u, now it is nu. If the speed is s, this s is directly proportional to square root of u, means displacement is directly proportional to square root of initial velocity. Means if speed increases by n, then displacement to be increased by n square. Previously, because speed is increased by n, displacement to be increased by n square. So n square s. Previously it was u, now un. Previously it was n, now n square. Sorry, It was S, now n square S, because they are related like this. So answer D option is correct. Next one, a relation between range and maximum height is given by, we have the formula tan theta equal to 4h by r. Tan theta equal to 4h by r. Next one. So which of the following assumptions to be made in projectile motion? There is no resistance due to air, correct. Effect due to curvature of earth, negligible, correct. Effect due to rotation of earth, negligible, correct. All three cases we have to consider. But they have given fourth option as all the above. So fourth option, D option is correct. D option is correct. Next one. A projectile is fired at an angle 45 degrees, theta 45 degrees, and reached the highest point in its path in 2√2 seconds, which is time. If the air resistance is neglected, what is the maximum height reached by it? Means the projectile is projected with an angle 45 degrees. It went to maximum height in 2√2 seconds. It went to maximum height. Then what is this maximum height? H value. For from the ground to reaching the maximum height, it has taken 2√2 seconds, which is equal to time of ascent. Because during this time, the body is going up, it is equal to time of ascent. So indirectly, they have given time of ascent. Time of ascent formula, T equal to U sin theta by Z. Time of ascent 2√2 given. U into sin theta, angle of projection 45 degrees by Z. So 2√2 sin 45 degrees value 1 by √2. So U into 1 by √2 by Z, which is equal to U by √2Z. So 2√2 equal to U by 2√2Z. U by √2Z. This √2 into √2, 2. 2 into 2, 4. This G also 4Z. So we will get U equal to 4Z. We have got the value of U. Now H max. What is the maximum height? U square sin square theta by 2Z. H max formula, where U value is 4Z. Let's substitute that. Theta value 45 degrees. Let's substitute that by 2Z. 4Z whole square means 16Z square into sin 45 degrees 1 by √2. 1 by √2 whole square. 1 by √2 whole square, which is equal to 1 by 2. 16G square into 1 by 2 by 2Z equals to 1G cancel. 2 8 times 16, 2 4 times 8. Only 4G will remain. So answer 4G. D option 4G is the correct option. So next, the angle of projection for maximum range of projectile. So range formula, U square sin 2 theta by Z. For maximum range, sin 2 theta value to be 1. Sin 2 theta value to be 1, which is sin 90 degrees. Sin 90 degrees value is 1. Means 2 theta is 90 degrees. Theta is 45 degrees. So answer option B. Next, for the angles of projection, which of the following are same? For the angles of projection, one is here. Complete. Some question is missing, children. For complementary angles of projection. For complementary angles of projection, which of the following are same? Complementary means their sum, one is theta, another one is 90 minus theta, their sum is equal to 90 degrees. So then they are called complementary. For theta angle of projection, 90 minus theta angle of projection, ranges will be same. So already we have derived it, children. While learning concepts, we have already derived this. So if we replace theta by 90 degrees minus theta, then also it will be same. Okay, children. Remaining questions we can learn later, children. So thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates. Thank you, children. Have a good day.